Everybody can hear well without the microphone? You can't see me. I should be sitting higher. What this is going to be is, and I really thank everybody for coming. I hope I didn't. Okay, we'll try it. How's that? Does that help?
Yes.
Is it? Okay. I want to thank everybody for coming down. I hope we didn't spoil anybody's nap or something by doing this. But what it's going to be is, it's going to be pretty much as though we were kind of sitting around at home, Jeffrey and I, and or my dad. By the way, this is Jeff,
Hi, Jeff.
our oldest son. Came here from Springfield, all the way from Springfield, Missouri, to do this. Not really, but. And if you see this little pad here, it's because we've never performed in public before, and so I'm going to need some kind of notes to help me just go along with things, so I know a little bit what I'm doing.
Don't worry about it. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of like we were just sitting around playing at home, and that's why we have the easy chairs, because that's what we sit on at home. What would happen on a Sunday afternoon or whatever, we'd go visit my dad, and we'd play music. My mother and Judy would end up going in the kitchen, because my mom always said she could always hear a lot better from the kitchen. I never understand that. Okay. This first song we'll call our theme song. I don't know what it's called. Most of the stuff that we play was just tunes that we remember. Have no idea what it was called. Maybe some of you know, and if you do, let us know so we can write it down, and we'll know for next time. So this first song is going to be kind of our theme song. Don't ask me why, just a tune we like. So. Does anybody know what that tune was? Rafina, do you know? No. I don't know. My father might know. My dad might know. But I don't know. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, we are a 5-piece band. We have a mandolin, which I play the mandolin, Jeffrey plays the guitar, and Jeffrey also plays the dulcimer, and he'll tell you a little bit about that when he comes to play that. I also play the banjo, not very well, and 1 or 2 numbers on the harmonica, not very well either. So that's why I'm playing the mandolin, because I play that a little bit better than the other things that I don't play too well at all. And we are taping this to send back to my folks so they can see our grand performance. To my mom and dad. Hi, Pop. Hi, Mom. Hello.
Hi, guys.
They'll be able to play this at home, of course. My mother will probably listen from the kitchen. And also, I just want you to know that this tape will not be available in any store. We used to play some train songs. I call them train songs. And one of my dad's favorites and one of my favorites when we were playing when I was a kid was The Wreck of Old 97. That one I know the title of, so we'll try that one. In addition to that, there's another song, and it has to do with trains, and I'm not sure what that one's called either. But we used to always play these two songs together, so if you hear something that doesn't sound like the old 97, that's this other song. And I think it's the wreck of some kind of a number. I don't know which one it is.
I think it sounds like the
One way you'll know when the song is over is I usually do something like that. Try it again. Maybe one of the reasons if you don't recognize some of these songs is maybe we're not playing them right. And so while we're on train songs, we'll try the Wabash Cannonball. And feel free to sing along if you want to sing along if you know the words. That will kind of help drown out our playing. What are we playing? Wabash Cannonball. We were practicing last night, and we were hoping to get some reaction from the neighbors, but we couldn't get any. They were all leaving. So I don't know how our practicing went last night. now we're going to change the tempo. Slow it down a little. We're going to play a couple numbers in a waltz tempo. Some of them you'll recognize, some of them you won't. Probably. Does anybody know high lee, high low? Oh, good. Okay. Because that way you won't know. Well, you could probably tell if I really mess it up today. There's another little number that goes along in with that we used to play. It was 3 different tunes, but I was practicing that one last night and I didn't do well at all, so we're going to eliminate that one little part of the medley, we call it. Like when we were playing all those train songs and Lufina and the Elvira, you'll know. A group of songs all together, we call that a medley, for those that didn't know. Right now, I guess I'm going to turn it over to Jeff and his dulcimer, and he may want to tell you a little bit about it, and we'll just let Jeff go from there.
Well, this is a dulcimer. I've had it for about a year, so I play a little bit. It was handmade in the Ozark Mountains. And I'm told that when the settlers would travel west in their covered wagons or on their horses, that they would take one of these with them because it was smaller than a piano. And so they camp out for the night, sit around the campfire and play on one of these, maybe some guitars, some harmonicas. And I'm going to play a little medley, 2 songs.
Medley?
Yeah, see. Wildwood Flower and Jessie Jane.
What is it called?
Wildwood Flower.
The instrument?
The instrument is a dulcimer.
All right.
This is a mountain dulcimer. There's also a hammer dulcimer that you play with sticks. This is a mountain dulcimer. It's easier to play.
Can you hear, does this carry back?
Yeah.
Good, okay.
So if you were listening and knew those songs, you might have noticed that I didn't play them exactly the right way.
That's one of the beauties of this kind of instrument, though. It's kind of like, it doesn't have all the notes on it, does it?
No.
You can't play all the sharps and flats, so you just kind of miss that.
Okay, let's see. Okay, here's that hymn, leaning on leaning on the everlasting arms.
Now remember, this is the instrument I don't play as well as the other one, which I don't play too well anyway. So,
Sounds good to
we probably won't need a microphone for this thing because it makes an awful lot of noise. I don't know if you can tell or not, it's held together with epoxy glue and string up on the top there. I bought it about 20 years ago. I think I paid $30 for it then, and it was falling apart, and I just kind of hung on to it. So, and if you hear a little bit of this, it's just because the neck is kind of weak. So I can blame some of my mistakes on the instrument maybe. We'll do some I guess everything I play is an old song. We're going to try to play maybe a medley, Skip to My Lou and Polly Wolly Dougal, stuff like that. A song called Imagine Susanna, and that is, if you have a good enough imagination, it'll sound like Oh Susanna. Skip to My Lou, right? That's what that was supposed to be. So if you want to sing, just go ahead and sing. About all of it I know is the skip, skip, skip to my Lou thing. So you go ahead and just sing along. how about Polly Wolly Doodle? They're close, though. I think they're all in the same book.
What key are you playing?
Huh? Well, this is C. It's kind of C anyway, if you can consider the,
Just a few sharps and flats.
yeah, consider the neck is kind of warped. Well, let's try, we'll try Imagine Suzanne. I said you had to have a good imagination. And let's see, there's one more here on the list for the banjo. We'll try a song called "Go Tell Aunt Rhody." Does anybody know that song? The Old Gray Goose is Dead. Maybe it's called "The Old Gray Goose is Dead." I don't know. The last one?
I like your shirt too.
Oh, thank you. This was in case somebody'd start falling asleep. I'll just stand up and the shirt will wake you up because it's a bright color. By the way, a fella heard me play the banjo before, and he said to me, Bobby, he said, where'd you ever learn to play like that? And I said, I don't think it's that good. He said, good, it's awful. He said, I never heard that. Okay, we're going to do my one harmonica number. And this is a number that was passed down from my grandfather to my father to me. The story behind it is my grandfather, of course, my parents grew up during the Depression and there wasn't a whole lot of money around. So gifts were not a lot of gifts for the kids. And for some reason, at a certain age, my grandfather would buy each of his sons a harmonica. And before he'd give it to him, he'd play this tune on it. And maybe you know what the tune is called. I don't know. If you can pick it up, Lafina, whoever, maybe you'll be able to.
What key is your harmonica?
This one is in the C, I guess. Does it sound like C? Yeah.
Huh?
And it goes something like this.